What's up, y'all? This is Glizzy and this Barberson TV, and today we got Chicago versus DC. The difference between Chicago and DC, I ain't talking about DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Or we can use the whole DMV. If we still use the DMV, Chicago is still 50 DMVs. The DMV is small. But like, alright, Chicago on the gangster tip, because you know they like the gangster thing. So on the gangster side of things, Chicago, they definitely go, I'ma say, they definitely go harder. Not being that they tougher, like, I'm talking about like going hard, like, they more crash dummies. That's what I mean, like, not go hard like tougher than DC. Like, they more so, they crash out for their gang. Like, they believe in like a gang. First of all, they got gang leaders, they got big homies. They rep gangs. In DC, we don't rep no gangs. If somebody repping a gang here, they rap. Somebody kill you a blood, he got it from a cartoon. Somebody kill you a Crip, he's like blue. Oh yeah, I mean a crybaby. Why did I even try to choose this making a video? But Chicago police, I ain't never been to Chicago to know they police, but I feel like they police more lenient than DC police. Cause DC police, the White House here, the president, they not about to let us do what they do. But now, DC turn. If this was Chicago, we'd be running laps around Chicago right now. I ain't even in the streets. I don't care about it. But like on the money end of it, Chicago guys get money too. But y'all more so on killing. Nobody even want to be from Chicago. Ain't nothing in Chicago but killing. D-Rose left, everything left when D-Rose left. Michael Jordan left, y'all went dry for a couple years. Scottie Pippen gone, D-Rose. Kanye West 50. Lil Durk the voice of the streets, so he ain't in the streets no more. Chicago females, I don't really know no Chicago females. Ari from Chicago, so she might hold it down for all y'all alone by herself. DC girls, not Maryland, Virginia. DC girls, DC ain't got no bad bitch. I'm sorry, y'all. DC ain't got no bad bitch. If you think any girl on Section 8, single mother is bad, like you tripping. She give you a headache. She want everything. Ain't got none. Guns in Chicago, I feel like it's way more guns in Chicago. DC is so small. It's like trying to compare a basketball to a golf ball. DC is like a golf ball. Chicago like a basketball. It's like, it's a size advantage. But the guys in Chicago, I say they more slower. Like y'all slower. DC guy is more smarter than Chicago guy to me. Not on the drill side of things, but like just instincts. Not gangster instincts, like survival. You might got some business meetings. Some guys that can go in a business meeting in DC and they can go outside and still got both sides of it. Chicago, going to business meeting 10 times out of 10, Chicago street guy talking about foeing them. Man, y'all know how they talk, bruh. Chicago, the lingo just crazy. Chicago get money though. It be a rack of scammers in Chicago. DC ain't really on money. They on killing. Chicago blow up off they drill rap. Food, Chicago food might be better than DC food. DC got good food for DC people, but it ain't. I be here in Chicago, I be seeing food channels, and they be saying Chicago got some torch food. But far as, I used to look at Chicago like, man, they all gangsters, they all like Chief Keef, they all Fredos, they all King Vons, they all savages, assassins, gangsters, cold-blooded. But until FBG, J-Mane, and Bandman Kevo, once I realized they was from Chicago, I really look at it like, man, Chicago just another city. But shout out to the Rock though. Bandman Kevo bought some muscle. DC so small, Bandman Kevo bought muscles the whole city and make him feel it. Like every time he walk outside, somebody talk about like he'll be the bed everywhere in DC. There'll be nowhere he can go and escape him not being the bed for the muscles. DC ain't letting you get away with that. But Chicago do got the first black American entertainer who bought muscles. That's different. It do hit different when you bought your muscles from the doctor and then get them from the gym. Do your homework. on cerebral palsy. His back gonna hurt his whole life. Stupid ass. He gonna have spinal bifida from them dumb ass muscles. Nah, though. Shout out to The Rock, man. I don't even know what to say. Like, The Rock is crazy, though. I feel like DC, you could breeze through DC a little bit, a teeny bit, if you can navigate it. Chicago, I don't really feel like you can navigate it, because it's like, as soon as you drop a diss song, you die in Chicago. At least DC, you drop a diss song, you might get a week or two, a month. Like, in Chicago, it's like they die the same week they drop them diss songs. It's like the gangs be giving them up for money or something. Like, the ops just go to the gang leader and just be like, and just give you the low up. But yeah, ain't no gangs here. Like, no offense to the GDs or the BDs. I know y'all do y'all think y'all gangsta. I ain't knocking none of that. But it ain't none of that in DC. I don't know what a GD or BD is, a blood or a crip. Like, none of that exists here. We from like blocks and streets. You got, like, you your own person. It's like you and your family versus the world. Ain't really no gang or nobody. You could be beefing with people in the neighborhood. But for anybody to think some structure or like a gang leader or a boss or something, I don't listen to no gang leaders. I swear to God, like, that's why I know I die. Like, I ain't knocking, I can't get knocked out, stuff can happen, but I don't be listening to niggas. I swear, like, that's what's wrong with me. That's why I don't got a job now, and I'm not listening to nobody. I'm not getting no manager. And pick that up. You making this shit up? What the fuck you talking about? I'm getting this shit up. Imagine the game boss like, man, yeah, y'all just gotta go down such and such and shoot up. Got me fucked up. You better get your gun and do it. I ain't doing nothing for you. You gotta do it for the set. Set what? You set tripping. I'm gonna set the standard straight here to tell you I moved to Arkansas if I be in Chicago around here doing something for the set. Talking about for folks and them and this, that, and the third. Nah, it's one guy from Chicago. I like his swag. That's my man. I don't know if his name is Tay Savage. Tay something. He just came home from jail from beating some bodies or something. I just seen him on 16 something. I fuck with his style. My mother. He just came home. I don't know if I gotta look it up. Is it Tay Savage? It's something. But yeah, I feel like he raw. I feel like he the realest. For real. He just came home from jail. He had on like red during the interview. I was just listening to it. He laid back, humble guy. That's who I say who him is. I just read body language and shit. I'm a fan of him. So that's my new Chicago, man. I gotta tap into his music. Him and Reese just dropped the song, but I don't really think he care about music. I gotta tap into him some more. I love to interview him though. I wish I can get him an interview. If y'all know who I'm talking about from the Rock, tell him, man, I'm trying to get an interview, man. He can come to the city. I pay for it too. Man, if I fly you out to the city, we ain't gonna be hanging in the ghetto though. Come kick it in the suburbs with me, bro. You Gucci. We good. Trust me, I don't be around no shooters or nobody that's gonna get shot. We are gonna be good. I'm just here to tell you, DC versus Chicago, how y'all feel? Let me know in the comments. Everybody, I wanna hear all y'all opinion. Better have 1,000 comments. I need 100,000 subscribers. Everybody in the comments, tell me how y'all feel about DC and Chicago, because I don't really know. What's the difference? I feel like Chicago bigger, but DC turned to be this small. I don't even want to hang in DC. It's so dangerous right now. But how Kanye be like, man, it's Chicago, nigga. Shout out to Chicago. Chicago love DC. Matter of fact, long as y'all get big folk and get bad, man, we cool. Barberson.